I sing for pleasure. I sing for pain. I'm still halfway to nowhere. I'm still nothing today.
So yeah, what I'm doing right now, making actually scene with a lot of different things there. So there is a ventilation part, and I make it um, as flat as I can actually for unwrap. Yeah. So it's quite of adjustable work because most of my tasks here is just to make it as simple as possible. Yeah, let's just turn on my video capture device. Yeah, nah. So bright. What's so bright? I need to adjust it a little bit. Configure video. Restore. Yes. So that's much better right now. And what should we go next? First of all, I just really need to make all these squares much more squarish than they is actually right now. Something like that. Now I will work with this kind of thing here. So my suggestions is to unwrap it by planar mode with the Z axis here. And this kind of thing, it's pretty nice looking here. Let's do the same thing here. Should work, correct? Yeah. Also, this model is kind of optimized already, so you can see like how I optimize all these angles there. Yeah. So like this. That's enough. I think that's enough for unwrap. Also, I need to make this thing. You know, I really hate actually to make ventilation and all this stuff. I will bring this one here, like, uh, mm, do we have a cap poly? No, we don't have it. Great. So then I will just make it with the Y, with the Y, Y, yes, with the Y. And these ones, I need to have those as a planner, as a Y again. So, and last thing, what I really want to do here is to make relax. Yes. So we will make a relax by polygon, and now it looks like all these parts actually looks pretty differently, yeah. By the way, I can put this one here. Not sure that I really like to move those. As oh, where is the polygon from here? What happens here? Ah, this is not a polygon. This is another part of this construction actually. Yeah. What is that? How how I made it actually? I don't remember. Looks like, what the hell is that? It's really interesting actually. What what happens there? So yeah, if I will remove this one here, I have, what the hell? What is that for? I'm not sure that I need that. I will just collapse all these things. Yes, like that. And it should work fine for me. But only one thing I really want to fix here is that that vertical is not on the center. I think that I will aim it with my eyes. Yeah. And now I can just hide all. And now I can just convert the verticals into polygons to make those selected. Unwrap, open, UV, and now I can just make it. By the way, it's not really big deal to make it somehow differently. I will just use some kind of, no, let's make it planar again. Why? Great. So what I'm actually having here, huh? So I rescale all these objects to make those much close to each other by the sizes. And now, what the hell? Don't really understand why these parts not fit with each. Ah, that's why. Hmm. Because these ones and these ones is slightly different. I didn't notice it about that, but okay. I'm not really care about the size of the texture for now, because we'll make just a concept, just trying to fit in our concept to make everything as best as I can. And also about that thing, I mean that thing. um, I really want to make those, or maybe no, I will just put those on each other. It's not a big deal, like that, and then like that, or maybe no. But okay, yeah, let's just make different ways. So I have a lot of these things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 things. 7 pieces of ventilator. So I will just remove those from here. And now, if I will just put this pivot point on the center of the object like that. Yes. Where is the center of the object? Why it's not in the center actually? it, it's really interesting. Hmm. Looks like my model actually not so straight as I thought. But I not care about that right now. So I'm making this thing as a detached object, and now I just making 7 copies of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one, I don't need this one, but I think it's alright, yeah? No, I don't feel like they fit here. Fuck. Let's make those by the hands actually, like that and like that. So we have a cartoon style, and I believe that maybe I'm not sure that I will use that ventilator with animations, but let's just see right now what kind of unwrap do we have here. Hey, I need to attach it to the to everything else, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. And now, if I will go to unwrap, they should be placed in only one place here. Yeah, exactly what I'm actually trying to do. Yeah, now let's make it just a little bit bigger because it's so small. This thing is so small. I need to make it bigger, faster. So, and here I just put everything like that. And as always, I have half of texture unfilled right now, but let's just put this thing maybe there, because this is the bottom part of that box, and now I'm just trying to figure out where do I put it. I can actually rescale it pretty nicely like that. Oops, yeah, like that and like that. So, and what I should do here, yeah, as I think I can just make these lines a little bit straighter than they used to be. And oh hell, just and yeah, I believe that for now it's enough of everything here. Maybe I will add just this another box to that file, because I have so much space here. Or maybe this thing. What are you feeling about that? No, 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 no. This one is better because they are much closer to each other, and I can just use those to make everything better. Yes, so like that. What I'm having here, what I have here, this one and that one, that one without a coordinates. That's really bad actually. That means that I forgot to put the checkbox on those. Yeah, by the way, hate that thing. That. Actually, I really know how to fix that problem when you don't have a unwrap on these shapes like that. So I will just find the edge here, and when I have edge selected, I can just make it uh, uh, as a shape, yeah, linear, like that. Now actually I have the same object here as a shape, and here I can just add more polys like that. I think that this amount of polys should be enough for this kind of object. And here, no, not here, here, not here, yes, here, not here, where I can just add more polygons to this angle. I don't remember, but let's make the coordinates. Yeah, that's why I'm actually come here. So, and now I get back to my unwrap like that, and here inside the unwrap I'm have actually this object here. Yes, I will just relax it like that. Work. Yes, exactly what I'm looking for. And after that I will just make most of the lines straighter, and I'm not sure that I need to make these ones straighter too, but yeah, it's normal. I like to make everything as straight as possible because it's this kind of thing, it's really useful for texturing, you know. Yes, that's pretty nice. I think only one thing here I need should be fixed. It's this seam here. I not really want to have this seam like this. Yeah, I will just keep this form as straight as possible. Yeah. And once again, this cap here could be smaller. What the hell is that? Why I have so many things here? Oh, what? Ah, this is the bottom part again. And once again, I don't really need to have it. I just can put it here, I think. Maybe I can just put it here. It's easier. And let's rescale this thing for a square size as we have on the bottom part of the model. And this part should go here. Yeah, exactly what I'm looking for. That's it. Unwrap, it's finished. Right now I still have a lot of space here. I'm not sure that I really need to fill it with something. I think that's enough for this kind of object. Yeah, let's just save my scene file and export this object as FBX to make a texture drawing with the blender. I don't know what this issue is for, but you can see here that I already have several objects here. This one with that kind of texture, and this one with... I think I need to put the lines much more straighter than I actually using, but this is not really important for now. I will add the FBX thing firstly, this ventilation stuff. Yeah. Now I just using the texture painting. Here I need to put here I need to put I have a smoothing groups here. I not remember how to make smoothing groups in Blender, unfortunately, but yes, let's just come back to the 3D Max and finish everything as it should be, because it's quite of laziness to not finish your model as it should be, but we need to finish our models as often as possible, actually. Yeah, like that. And here I will just add this kind of number. Yes, I feel like that's enough again. Selected object, export selected as a went. Yes, 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 yes. And once again, I will just delete that thing here. No, that thing should be deleted. And I will just add here another FBX. This one. Yes. Exactly on the null, but I don't really need to be on the null. So what we have here, I have a default material. I believe that I should remove and make a new. It should work much better than the 3D Max material. And here in the texture, I will just create a new texture for 2024. And here 2024 blank blank. Let's make it blank, actually. Yeah, it should be enough for me. Yeah, like that. And now when I just turn to the texture paint, I can make a texture paint here. And there is I think there should be the material, switch it on the material. Yes, no, I'm not seeing anything. No, so why I have so many fucking sorry triangles there? It's not really important for me because I'm actually uh, why it's yeah it's actually work. Yeah, but I just need to put this color here. And yeah, let's see on the concept what I'm actually having here. Let's put this thing somewhere here to just see everything. Yeah, this part. Also, let's make this thing this material as a shadeless. Yes, or maybe it could be specular. That's why. Yeah. So let's add just a little bit of specular, and now actually I don't need to have this kind of color. So I using the S button to just oh yeah, to just switch the color. Yeah, now I'm found the place where I'm actually able to draw, to make this brown color, to switch to the brown color. Yeah. Sorry, I just need to make one thing, one really important thing for now. Yeah, it's mm, so let's continue. Yeah, so there here I need to put these colors, I think. Yeah, and where is this place? This place is here. Here I will put this kind of color, and mm, uh, so this kind of color is here. Mhm. And this part should be brown too. So let's make everything uh, brownish, brownish, like that. And here I think I can just make it this color. I can just keep it green as it is right now. Yeah, let's make this part greenish, but slightly darker here because here is a shadow. Yeah, and also here we have a shadow here, and this bottom part of the object should be uh, darker too, like that. Should be dark. Yeah, it's always like that when it. Oh, oh no, no, guys. I need to fix one problem here. Looks like that. Yeah. Because no, I don't need that because this part should be pretty close. As you can see on the concept, this part should be close to the next object, and it's not really important to make it clear. But yeah, let's remove this specular map because I'm really not needed for now. Yes. And I'll start to work on that ventilation part. As always, adding more highlights here. It's important to have highlights. It's always important to have those. Yeah, like that. And here, of course, we have another highlights. Like that. Also, I can add some highlights here. It's always good to have highlights on the parts, which is on the parts which is on the top side of the surfaces. And this side actually could be a little bit darker than the other side. Bigger, or maybe not. I don't know right now. I will just try to make it darker. And what we have here, and for this part I would like to add a highlight too, because when we add the highlights in the corners, the surface seems like it's so what I'm saying, like when you add highlights on your edges, like I'm doing right now, you will start actually to understand forms, to understand the material as it is, how it should work like, how it should feel like. And also, we always should add just a little bit of new colors in our texture. Like here, it would be great to add some maybe bluish stuff. And also some bluish stuff everywhere, like here and there, and greenish stuff over here, like that. And here I can just add a little bit more highlights here and here. Yeah, so we have highlights everywhere. But as you maybe remember, I'm making everything uh, as a cartoon style with the outlines. As you can see on these objects, like here I have these outlines created, and also here have that outlines, and here I still not have the outlines, but I will add those a little bit later when I finish with everything. Yeah, and from my research actually I found that maybe all those lines could be a little bit more gently created, because right now I feel like my black lines not so gentle as they actually could be, you know. This kind of question disturbed me a little bit because some of interesting texture artists who are using the same method as I'm using, like hand painted texture drawing, they actually using they actually use much more gently created lines, you know. I will try to right now. Yeah. So, and here I have that kind of color. I believe that what I actually have here, this box and that pipe. This pipe could be brownish. It should be in a brown color, no? Like that. Yeah. And now, when I almost finish it with this kind of small object, actually, I can just add the lines. I can start adding the lines. Or maybe no. Let's just add more colors into this green stuff, you know. Firstly, because I wonder that maybe it could be a little bit greenish again and a little bit bluish and purple and I don't know. As much I could put here, that means that I can just make the texture a little bit better in a funny way. And you know, as we see some kind of materials uh, with the sunlight, they actually, the white color have all the variants of the colors of the other colors, and we should actually add all those colors here. And this is not a joke, you know? because because of the colors. You know, the colors should be always created from white. And the shadows should be always be here and there and everybody and everywhere, like that. So yeah, let's start to add black color here. That. Let's maybe make it a little bit sharper. Can I? Yeah, like that. Do I need to have this line here? No, I don't need to have these edge lines on this rounder corner. I should have this part here. That part should be here. And what we have here, let's do this. This thing could be So yeah, it's actually always fun to make these lines. It's amazing how wrong I make those right now. I will just use the umbrella now to make the lines better. What the hell is that? What is that? Where is it? Is it here? Yes? Yes? Yes. Exactly. So yeah, I will just add much more darker colors here to make this line, I don't know, in a much more better way, like that. So I will add this kind of line in this place. Yes, exactly. Here. Like that. Actually, yeah, it looks like it's really important just to have some kind of lines like that everywhere. They actually work pretty nice, pretty cool. Like that, yeah. Hmm. Lines, lines over here could be. Also, there is instruments to make lines. Pretty useful sometimes. You can just make lines like these ones. Straight ones. It's always better than the curved. Yes, and here I will add this highlights like this, like that, and I will back to the normal drawing tool, and also where is this kind of place? I need to find it. It should be somewhere here, yeah. So yeah, I will just add the brighter color here to make everything. What? Why I don't have everything here? Yes, yes, exactly what I'm looking for again. And here, I not really like how these lines actually connected to each other. I will just make those better, straighter, thinner, much more beautiful. Yeah. And here I could add a little bit of brighter green color to make this part actually much more cleaner. I don't know. So I can add the highlights in these parts like that. So sometimes it's really cool actually to put something here. Um,